Hello and welcome to George Daniel Field. We have beautiful, beautiful weather tonight for Southview's graduation. And in a minute we're going to watch the exercises. But right now I'd like to introduce you to our superintendent, Thomas Bolin. Hi, Mr. Bolin.
Hi, Wendy.
Do you love it?
I love it.
It's great, isn't it?
After the last 2 nights of overcast, this is great.
You know, all of the kids tonight are going to be starting out on a new life. Do you think that Lorain City Schools has prepared them for what's ahead?
Yeah, I do, and I'll give you some reasons why I think that.
Why don't you give me some reasons?
Yeah, particularly for Southview. Southview this year has had a tremendous year. I think of the Futures Project, in which 8 of our kids were in 72 hours in orbit as astronauts, and the rest of the school was there supporting them, helping to build mission control and to work 24-hour shifts in mission control. Hundreds and hundreds of kids were involved. 37 or more faculty were involved. We had a tremendous, tremendous program, and it brought new pride and new focus to the sciences and math at Southview School, to the point where one of our students, Chris Lewandowski, in the Ohio math competition for the entire state, was 481st place out of 27,955 students who took that test. So we've got there's some great education going on out there, and I think our kids are very well prepared. 2 of our faculty at Southview also received awards. Mark Emery was named IBM Teacher of the Year for the state of Ohio for his involvement in the Futures Project and his work with the kids in technology and computer work. Also, Maureen Young, who's an SBH teacher there, was named as SBH Teacher of the Year for the state of Ohio by this SBH organization. So, you know, I think it's been a great year for Southview. It's been a great year for Southview kids. Whenever I talk to faculty or administrators about this class, they rave and have wonderful things to say about the class of 1990. So we're at a kind of an exciting event, and the sun is shining, and God's in his heaven, and all's right with the world.
Sounds good to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's go to commencement exercises.
Good evening. If you'd please stand, I would like to invoke God's blessing on this commencement. Let us pray. God, as we gather here to celebrate this graduation of these young adults, we know that all true wisdom comes from you. We ask you that we use this gift of wisdom to better our community and to help make our world a happier and a more peaceful place in which to live. May these young adults feel our pride in them and our hope in them for the future. We acknowledge your good gifts, and we know that you are Lord forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Father Rob. Please join Jennifer Arroyo in singing our alma mater.
All hail Southview High, and sing your praises clear. We'll long hold the memories of all the friends made here. To you, Southview High, our pledge we loyally give. To honor your spirit each day we live. And this then is our vow we make so right and true, that we will ever cherish the red and white and blue. Although we leave now with higher goals to try, our thoughts will return here to Southview High.
Thank you, Jennifer. Good evening. I would like to welcome you to Southview's 1990 commencement ceremony. The young adults seated before you this evening have worked very hard to be in this position. We at Southview are very appreciative of what they have accomplished, and we join them in this celebration. As you know, there has been a nationwide movement for excellence in our schools, and I'm very pleased to say that Southview has accepted this challenge. This graduating class has had higher expectations set for it, and students have worked harder to achieve success than any class in recent memory. They are certainly to be congratulated for their fine efforts. It is possible that many of these young people will go on to higher education, and many will receive advanced degrees. But a high school graduation comes once in a lifetime. It will never be repeated, nor will it ever be forgotten. Let us all preserve the dignity of this special occasion for these students. I would like to thank the member of the Southview High School faculty who gave up their free time tonight to assist in this program, and in particular, Ms. Karen Kemp, our assistant principal, who arranged the entire event. At the conclusion of the program, the graduates will leave from behind the east stands through the parking lot exit located behind the locker room. You can meet them at that location in the parking lot. No spectators will be permitted on the track or on the field. We ask for your cooperation. Seated behind the podium are several members of the superintendent's cabinet who have joined us this evening. I would ask that they stand as I introduce them. Dr. Judy Duchesne, Dr. James Buford, Dr. Irma Hansen, Dr. Peter Lohr, Mr. Doug Beckler, Mr. Houston Love, and Ms. Wendy Langenderfer. Also seated behind the podium are members of the Board of Education. Again, as I call your name, please be recognized. Mr. Ken Kramer, President. Mr. Ron Ruskin, Vice President. Members, Mr. Robert Ferguson, Mrs. Dorothy Anderson, and Mr. Ed Siniger. Thank you for your attendance. In each class, there are those students whose activity transcends the classroom. They are the students who do so much to enhance the reputation of the school. At Southview, we maintain a service plaque which lists those students who have provided outstanding service to their school. The service award winners tonight will have their names inscribed for all time upon that plaque. I will read the names in ascending order, the last having the highest number of service credits. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Ilya Antonisowski, David Christopher Blessing, Brian K. Whitfield, Laura A. Hall, Jennifer Louise Arroyo, Curtis Daniel Rogers, Damaris Tanya Aponte, Sandra I. Harper, Amy Michelle Adamczyk, and Audrey M. Sneezek. Excellent job. Achieving the status of honor graduate is not an easy task. These young people have worked and sacrificed during the past 4 years to achieve academic excellence. While many other school activities bring about wider recognition, we must not lose sight of the reason for our existence, to provide a quality education for all the students. These students have achieved outstanding success in the academic area. I will introduce the honor graduates in ascending order, and I ask that you hold your applause until all have been recognized. Ilya Antonisowski, John Tokarczyk, Jeffrey Rodriguez, Gloria Badillo, Robert Cuevas, Audrey Sneezek, Christine Lewandowski, Joseph Lovis, Laura Hall, and the valedictorian, Sandra Harper. Congratulations, students. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of the Lorain City Schools, Mr. Tom Boland.
Thank you, Mr. Pagan. First of all, to our parents and our community, I think a great tribute belongs to you tonight. I know that your graduates are aware that their achievements are never achieved alone, and that it's only through the support of parent and family and the love of a community that presents and prepares them for the kind of lives they're now destined to lead. The 13 years that they've had in the Lorain City Schools are the result of support from you people, and I know the graduates join me in expressing appreciation for that. I'd like you to know that tonight's graduation ceremonies are being broadcast live on Channel 36 WLCS and will be repeated tomorrow at noon and at 5 o'clock. And now I'd like to, with some help from Judith Klebus of the Scripps Howard News Service, make some points to the graduates before I introduce the speakers. First of all, I want to tell you, on behalf of the faculty and the administration and the Board of Education and the community of Lorain, we love you. It's a simple enough idea, but we want it on the record in case we haven't told you lately or in case you haven't listened lately. The second thing I want to tell you is, as you prepare for life, get ready to clean up your own mess. Yes, we know you want to hear that, poised as you are on the verge of this great adventure, but the life lesson is twofold. One, you cannot know yourself fully unless you clean up your own messes. Whether you do that in the laundry room or the kitchen or the office or the boardroom or on the job site or in your personal relationships, you have to pick up after yourself before you can understand yourself, live independently, and call yourself an adult. Two, it reinforces the reality that living is work just as a job is work. The third point I want to make is look, listen, think. Think and then argue. Yogi Berra said, you can observe a lot by just watching. Just watch. Pay attention to what's going on in the world around you. Listen to what others are saying. Get in touch with your own thoughts. Stand up for what you believe after you've thought it through. Practice makes perfect, but not always. And it's okay. Put another way, anything worth doing is worth doing badly. You won't be great at everything. In the beginning, you may be lousy at it. Keep trying, and maybe you'll get it right. Maybe not, but you didn't fail by trying. Move on. Value is not the same as price. Most of the things you will eventually value most in life have nothing to do with money. Keep your perspective. Follow your heart as much as your head, at least. Listen to your heart as you make choices about how to invest your life. Find work you love, as it's too much a part of you to be something dreaded. Do your best not only because your work is worth it, but because you are. Invest in personal relationships. When everything else is wrong, it's our good personal relationships that make everything else seem not so bad after all. But to have such relationships requires a respect for yourself. Develop a healthy self-respect in order to really love somebody else. Don't be in such a hurry. There is a tomorrow. There's always a what's next in life. Hard work doesn't always pay off, but it's the only thing that ever does. Nothing good happens that isn't the result of hard work. Sometimes things don't work out quite right, but if they're going to work out at all, it's because we worked at it. Be of good cheer. Good humor makes all things tolerable. You're in great danger of taking yourself too seriously in the next few years. Remember to take time for a good laugh now and then, especially at yourself. Be convinced of your priorities. An elderly Kentucky woman put it this way: if I had my life to live over, I'd relax. I'd start barefoot earlier in the spring and stay that way later in the fall. I would ride more merry-go-rounds. I'd pick more daisies. Don't come to the end of your life wishing you had picked more daisies. Seek a balance. Success is not a goal, it's something that happens on the way to a goal. Lasting personal relationships are a necessary part of the balance. Your pension alone will not keep you warm in your old age. Forget the gibberish that tells you to be nice to secretaries to get ahead. The first rule is, be nice to everyone. The second, to get ahead, you have to do good work. If you ever believe you're the only one in a traffic jam, it's time for a break. Stress kills. Before it kills, it maims and numbs and makes you believe you're put upon or alone in your frustration. Know when to pick those daisies. You can come home again. Remember Lorain. It's the community that nourished you in your young years, and we want you here as part of our city. You can come home again. And last, we love you. I have an announcement before I go on with the students. If Carmen Burdenjerry would please report to the officer down at your right, he needs to see you. Carmen, the parents of Carmen Burdenjerry, report to the officer down at the right, please. Laura Hall is the daughter of Delmar and Lulu Hall of Palm Avenue. Laura currently ranks in the top 3% of the senior class. She was elected to be a member of the National Honor Society, where she holds the office of president. She has received the Cleveland Technical Society Award her junior year and the Tandy Technical Award her senior year. She is listed in Who's Who among high school students. Laura has participated in 4 years in volleyball, 4 years in basketball, 1 year in softball, 2 years in student council, where she is currently president, and 1 year on the senior class board. Won't you join me in welcoming Laura Hall?
Good evening. I would first like to recognize our parents, whom without this moment would not be possible. What I would like to share with you this evening is not simply a personal experience, but rather an experience that I'm sure all my fellow graduates have encountered. As a sophomore, I had a conflict with one of my athletic advisors. After that, I was discouraged as a player. I lost confidence in myself and consequently failed to play to my potential. At that point, I was given some advice, the most valuable advice that anyone has ever given me. My father said to me, "Laura, you should give 100% to everything you do. But always remember that the one thing that can never be taken away from you is your education." As high school students, we engaged in various activities, whether it be participating in sports or band, joining clubs, working on committees, aiding, or simply competing for popularity. We all have had something we enjoy taken away from us. But we dealt with such disappointments and never gave up on the one thing we were achieving. So today, as we attain our diplomas, we have reached the end of the beginning. We again must be prepared to face disappointments in our lives, but this time we go forward with a security blanket. Because no matter what our future impediments may include, the education that we have attained at Southview High School can never be taken away from us. Thank you.
Noberto Guzman is the son of Judy and Jose Vasquez and Hermino Guzman. Noberto has had 4 very productive years at Southview. He was elected into the senior school board, excuse me, placed second in the Lorain Rotary speech contest, and his involvement in dramatic arts and choir has made an impact in our community. He participated in an anti-drug play that was broadcast on Channel 36. His ability to speak in front of large crowds was used to introduce Joseph Jennings, an anti-drug speaker, and Dr. Halim Eldab, a music instructor, to the entire Southview student body. Noberto was selected for the Bowling Green State University Summer College program. He plans to attend Lorain Community College this fall under the Minority Incentive Award for 2 years, and then transfer to Kent State, where he plans to major in social work. Once again, won't you join me in welcoming Noberto Guzman.
It is only appropriate today to begin by thanking the many people who have helped this class reach where we are this very moment. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to thank the school administration, Southview faculty members, friends, family, and the dear Lord above for allowing us to gather here safely. I would also like to thank the various clubs and organizations that have helped and supported Southview these past 4 years. In addition, a very special thanks to the parents who made this all possible. Today is a sad occasion for the Southview seniors of 1990. This is the final time that we will all be together as a whole class. However, today is also an exciting occasion. This day marks the beginning of our futures. Today, we begin the challenge of our lives, the challenge of becoming successful. It is a challenge that all of us have been preparing for the last 12 years. This new challenge will require each one of us to be at our best. For those worried about lacking the ability to succeed, I have a friendly word of advice. The only thing that can stop you from success is yourself. To be the best, you must honestly think, act, and perform as the best. A great athlete once said, "To be the man, you have to beat the man." The man to beat represents obstacles, hindrances, and problems of life. In order to beat the man and find our success, we must all believe in ourselves and have a never-ending determination to do our very best. Each and every one of us has the potential. Now, it is a matter of going out into the world and making it happen. As I begin to close, I would like everyone here tonight to leave the stadium safely and in peace. Take a look around you and cherish this very moment forever. Thank you.
Kelly Wooten is the daughter of Karen Wooten. While serving as president of her senior class, she has also been active in the Dramatics Arts Club and has worked on the school levy committee. She's been honored through the Southview Academic Achievement Program and by the Association of Black School Educators. This fall, as a recipient of Lorain Community College's Minority Incentive Award and a Gentry Men's Club Scholarship, she will study communications at the college. Upon completion of her studies at the college, she hopes to transfer to Wilberforce University. Please help me welcome Kelly Wooten.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and fellow classmates. We made it. We're finally here, the graduating class of 1990. It has been 13 excruciating years, but looking at all of you, I realized that it was worth it. We have survived all the trials and tribulations of the 80s, and now it is time for us to look forward to the 90s. But before I do, I would like to reflect on some of the accomplishments of our class. From the time our class entered Southview, we have been the dominant class, winning homecoming week every year since we were freshmen. We have also won the homecoming game for the first time in about 7 years. When campaigning last year for this year's officers, there were approximately 24 people running for offices. We have the most school spirit Southview has seen or will ever see again. As far as sports are concerned, Southview has always been known for a great wrestling team. But this year, I feel that both the basketball and football teams show we are capable of doing once we set our minds to it. Academically, Southview's class of 90 has showed its scholastic ability by raising the overall grade point average since last year. We have had quite a successful year. But now it is over, and it is time for us to go our separate ways, to decide what we want to do with our lives. No more I'm going to take art or dramatic arts because my friend Kim or Crystal is. We must now make decisions for ourselves. This is the beginning of the new decade and the beginning of our lives. We can be anything we want to be. This class can do anything it sets its mind to. We have the desire and we have the ability. The world is open to us. Now all we have to do is take advantage of it. We should be looking at where we want to be 10 to 15 years from now, making goals and trying to the best of our ability to reach those goals. I have spent quite some time talking to and about the class of 1990, and now I'd like to introduce them. It is my pleasure to introduce Southview's graduating class of 1990.
Thank you, Mr. Boland, and nice job, speakers. You may have a seat, please. At this time, it is an honor to introduce the Board of Education's representative to today's commencement, Mr. Ron Ruskin.
Good evening to everyone. Certainly it's my pleasure on behalf of the Board of Education to present the diplomas this evening. For 20 years, Southview High School has been the pride of South Lorain, and tonight, the Southview class of 1990 is the pride not only of South Lorain, but all of Lorain. There are many parents, grandparents, and relatives here tonight who've never finished high school or even dreamed of going on to college, but they put their hopes in all of these students, and hopefully that they'll have the opportunities and be able to do what they were never able to do. A generation ago, Senator Robert F. Kennedy said, "Some men see things as they are and say, why? I dream things that never were and say, why not?" You know, it's time for us in Lorain to stop explaining and excusing the way things are. It's time for us to dream about the way things should be. And so we call upon the class of 1990, the hope of our future, to dream of Lorain as the city of the future, a city of jobs and opportunity, a city that cares about the old, the poor, and the afflicted, a city of crackerjack scientists and no crack dealers, a city with a downtown of a boom town, not a ghost town. It's time for a new generation, this generation, to fill the potholes and close the tax loopholes, to tell the slumlords of housing to move aside for the slamlords of the Southview basketball court, and to put aside the negative thinking that lives in the past and replace the ain'ts with the positive thinking of the Southview Saints. You know, we have a lot of opportunities here in Lorain, ranging from our lake to the beauty of our Black River, to the strengths of our people and the diversity of Lorain. Lorain can truly be the international city of the future, but we call upon these young people to let us dream of the way that Lorain should be and say, why not?
As principal of Southview High School, it is my pleasure to call the roll of graduates. I ask that Mr. Boland and Mr. Ruskin and Mr. Ferguson please assist me. Amy Michelle Adamczyk. Walker Adams Jr., recipient of the Kearns Memorial Scholarship. Deborah Ann Atkins. Valerie Rochelle Allen. Dessa Marie Alvarado. Michelle Angelic Alvarado, recipient of the Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Damaris Tanya Aponte. James Aponte, recipient of the Lozier, Lorain Foundation, and the Kearns Memorial Scholarship. Lisa Aponte, recipient of the Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Jennifer Louise Arroyo, recipient of the Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Ilya Antonisowski, recipient Presidential Scholarship, Kent State University. Adam Lee Avalos. Gloria Esmeralda Badillo, recipient of the Lozier Scholarship, Kearns Memorial Scholarship, Lorain Foundation Scholarship, and the Southview Booster Club Scholarship. Brandy Carol Bergersak. Dante Ray Ballard. Robert Benansky. Carrie A. Barker. Ricky Barrios. Sisto Bigel. Mark Charles Bladden. David Christopher Blessing. Marla D. Bowie. Laura Ann Brzezowski. Shantae Bromley. Elizabeth Marie Calcano, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Keith Jerome Campbell. Vicki L. Carroll. Carlos Castro. Carla Elaine Cave. Omar J. Classell, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Tina Marie Cobb. Rosemary Cortez, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Tracy Patricia Crandall. Carlos Manuel Cruz. Robert James Cuevas, recipient Ohio State University Prestigious Scholarship, Larson Foundation, Lozier Foundation, Leibowitz Award. Charles Harmon Dancer. Julian J. Davila. Antoinette Michelle Delaney. Roman Michael Delgado, Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Eric G. Denman. Hope Marie Dietrich. Scott Christopher Doble. Diana Dominguez. Tina Marie Dominguez. Andrea D. Doré, recipient Presidential Scholarship, Lorain Community College, Italian American Scholarship, and the Lorain Foundation Scholarship. Tammy Jo Eads. Brian Richard Elgart. Sylvia Feisner. Thomas Fleming Fox. Francisco Figueroa. Linda Finley. Carmen Angelica Flores. Carol Yvette Flowers. Nelson Fontanez. Michael Forbes. Yolanda Deanne Franklin. Greg Gabry. Celeste Victoria Garcia. Sarah Garcia. Kim Gibson. Lori Ann Gomez. Cynthia Gonzalez, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Michael James Gordon. Karen Marie Grace. Brent A. Gunter. Norberto Jose Guzman. J.C. Hall. Laura A. Hall, recipient Heidelberg Presidential Scholarship, Lozier Scholarship, Lorain Foundation Scholarship, and the Frank Kearns Memorial Scholarship. Elona E. Hargate, Sandra I. Harper, recipient Case Western Reserve, Ohio Academic Scholarship, Frank Kearns Memorial Scholarship, Southview Booster Club. Michael Allen Harold, Kevin Joseph Henley, Brian A. Holcomb, Thomas Edward Holland, Jacqueline Y. Hunter, Natasha Ilaveski, Debbie Irizarry, Mary Jane Eisen, Maria A. Jimenez, Jasenia Jimenez, recipient Otterbein College Scholarship. Gerald Jemison, Paul Matthew Jones, recipient Central State Football Scholarship. Adonis Knowles, recipient Gentry Scholarship. Demetra C. Colias, Renee Lee Kovacs, Nicasio Lagares III, Ivan V. Lenkowski, Christopher Martin Legg, Robert Leon Jr., Christine Marie Lewandowski, recipient Baldwin Wallace Trustee Scholarship, Lorain Foundation Scholarship, Southview Booster Club Scholarship, and the Frank Kearns Memorial Scholarship. Leanne Lorenzana, Joseph Frank Lovis III, recipient Hiram College James Garfield Scholarship and Lozier Scholarship. Louis D. Lugo, recipient Lorain Community Minority Incentive Program. Marisol Marrero, William Thomas Matisek, Jr., John Maziar III, recipient Akron Lorain Foundation and the Frank Kearns Memorial Scholarship. Judith M. McClure, recipient Presidential Scholarship, Lorain Community College. Roxanne E. Medina, Yvette Melendez, Kimberly A. Matera, Crystal Rebecca Middlebrooks, recipient AKA Sorority Scholarship and the Dusendon Scholarship. Ralph Christopher Mills, Nelson Morales Jr., recipients Ohio State School of Cosmetology. Fernando Luis Nolasco. David Ortiz. James Ortiz. Lidubina Ortiz. Marisol Ortiz. Marisol Ortiz. Victor M. Ortiz, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Daniel Otero, Lozier Scholarship, the Frank Kearns Memorial Scholarship. David Manuel Perez. Lisa Victoria Perez. Maya Beth Plank, recipient Phi Delta Kappa Scholarship, Lozier Scholarship, Anthony V. Thomas Scholarship, Down Scholarship, and Lorain Foundation Scholarship. Lisa Marie Pozega. Robin Marie Pullins, recipient Brian Stratton Scholarship. Sean Lawrence Ramirez, recipient Presidential Scholarship, Lorain Community College. Angel Ramos. Jose Antonio Ramos. Mario Ramos, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Vilmary Ramos. Dennis Allen Reber. Susana Rendulik. Eric Orlando Reveron, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Freddie G. Reyes, recipient Presidential Scholarship, Lorain Community College. James Michael Rydell. Holly Renee Reiser. Hector A. Rivas. Louis J. Rivas. Alicia Marie Rivera. Ishmael Rivera. Jose Antonio Rivera. Samuel Rivera, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Sandra Rivera. Eulin C. Robinson. Jeffrey Rodriguez, recipient Puerto Rican Home Scholarship, Kearns Memorial Scholarship, Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Vivian I. Rodriguez. Curtis Daniel Rogers, recipient Minority Incentive, Lorain Community College. Richard Anthony Roman. Elizabeth Rondon, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Samuel Rosario II. Dalimar Sayas, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Carlos Sanchez. Lee Marie Santos, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Diane Scott. Audra Marlene Sigmund. Matthew Smith, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Audrey Marie Sneezek. Anne-Marie Sperhart. Roy L. Stanley. Troy Stazak, recipient, Columbus College of Art and Design Scholarship. Kimberly Schwartz. Sandra M. Zabo. Walter Andraco Thomas. Laura J. Thompson. Marlene Tirado, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. John Richard Tokarczyk, recipient Presidential Scholarship, Adrian College. Maida Iris Toledo, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Juan D. Torres Jr. Tracy Ann Tozer. Erica Michelle Trotwine. Christina Benoit. Brian Allen Vasquez. Dennis Velasquez, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Miguel Angel Velasquez Jr., recipient Ohio State Minority Excellence Scholarship and the Lozier Scholarship. Marisol A. Velez, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College. Shelley Ann Vince. Enio Vazalden. Stephen Ray Walker. Lillian Warrington. Luther C. Washington III, recipient Athletic Scholarship, Ball State, Lozier Scholarship, and the Dusendown Scholarship. Jennifer Jean Webb. Brian K. Whitfield. Kelly McCrae Wooten, recipient Minority Incentive Award, Lorain Community College, Gentry Scholarship. Rita Ybarra. And Christine M. Zimmerman. Thank you, gentlemen. I would like Father Robert Reedy to please lead us in benediction.
I offer this special benediction for you. It's a song that was popular when you were at the beginning of your junior year, and I think it has the sentiments of us and what the Lord hopes for you now and in the future. May the good Lord be with you down every road you roam, and may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home. May you grow proud, dignified, and true, and do unto others as you'd have done to you. Be courageous and be brave, and in our hearts you'll always stay forever young. And when you finally fly away, we'll be hoping that we've served you well. Through all the wisdom of a lifetime, no one can ever tell. But whatever road you choose, we're right behind you, win or lose. And may God bless you and keep you. Amen.
That concludes graduation ceremonies from George Daniel Field, and also concludes our graduation ceremonies for this week. And please join us in wishing all of these 1990 graduates good luck in the future. Good night.